Okay. I'm kind of an external processor, so I haven't processed what I'm going to say, but I'm just going to, as I speak, things will kind of come together. For me, I went to 3 places, actually, last year, and that was kind of a big mistake. So I'm actually going to, I don't want to like bring the spirit down, but I'm going to kind of give a more sober testimony, I guess, as far as my experience. A lot of great things did happen, but I'm not going to focus too much on those. There's a reason behind it. But for me, I went to the University of Washington. I was very involved with ministry. And that year, I think, was probably our most successful quarter. So this is like spring quarter of 2007, I believe. 7, 8, one of those years. And it was really successful. And I was really involved with church, this and that. And I went into the mission field with the wrong mindset. Actually, it was more of a heart set. I went in the mission field with the wrong heart set, meaning I thought that I was doing so many awesome things for God, and I was really going to go out there and like save the world, type of thing. And it really resulted with pride. Like I thought that I was going there to do something big, and God taught me otherwise when I went. And when I went there, for me, I thought I could tackle 3 different mission trips in one go, 3 different countries, or not countries, but 3 different areas, 3 different teams. And to the end of it, I was totally burned out. It was like way too much. Like by the second one, when I went to Jeong with some of these people here, and they're going home, and I was like, man, I want to go home too. But I was getting sent to Inner Mongolia. It was like my next spot, right? And so for me, it was. After a while, I think a lot of it started dwindling down to God humbling me. That was kind of my process, which I really needed, but I didn't know I did, if that makes any sense. Like in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm doing that to serve the Lord, I'm making myself available, I'm surrendering. But in my heart, I'm like, yeah, that's right. I'm going to the mission field because I can do all these great things for the Lord. And long story short, I think when I came back, I was actually very kind of devastated with myself, if that makes any sense. Like I was very almost in shock in view of my sin. That's kind of how I walked back. Instead of like kind of victorious, I was kind of like, man, I'm really screwed up. Like I really can't do much. Even though there's kind of the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. But I made myself available. But I think I used my strength a lot. Like at some points, I can see God working through me, but I think once I got a taste of kind of that power, I kind of took it in my own hands. And when I came back, I was kind of all messed up. But that was my reentry. But it was good because of the fact that when I started school again in the fall, I told my leadership, I was like, you know what? I can't do anything. I'm nobody, that kind of thing. I was like, you just go ahead and do whatever you want. This ministry, this is my last quarter anyways. I'm just going to like phase myself out. But I think God really, like kind of that video in the very beginning about like the little plant, like he like uplifted the plant, put it in a different country, and then the plant got relifted again and it went back to the US pot. For me, like when that happens, you're kind of more tender. I think that was the word that they use. Like your heart is more, like I don't know if you've seen like plows, like when before they plant seeds, they have the machines that kind of make the soil more loose. I think that was my process. Like through that was like 5-6 weeks, my heart was very like lucid. Like I was very open for God to work because I knew my limitations as a person. And I think that last quarter was probably the most powerful quarter in serving than all the other quarters put together. So I think God really needed to have me go through that to really know what it means to surrender and be used by God. So thank you.